Hey everybody, today is Sunday, October 23rd, 2022, and we're here at a Citgo gas station right off of Route 100 here in Bechtelsville, Pennsylvania. Again, at a Citgo gas station. Why are we at a Citgo gas station off this very noisy highway? That's because there's something I wanted to pull over and document and show you guys, something that I know nothing about. Not for the lack of trying though. I tried to find information about this little thing we're going to take a look at. I tried to find as much information about it as I possibly could. I spent longer than I should probably admit. I spent scouring the internet, scouring Google, trying to find information on this location, and I could find absolutely nothing other than the fact that it is now a Citgo gas station all these years later. I don't believe it started out as a Citgo gas station. I mean, it might have, but I'm thinking probably not. Regardless though, this is awesome. This is amazing. And if you're a big fan of roadside history, if you love all the roadside architecture and just classic roadside oddities and roadside buildings and roadside signage and stuff like that, like I do, then this here is probably going to speak to you as well. Look at this classic old school gas station. How amazing is this? I love this. This has got to be, I'm thinking I would say 1950s maybe. I'm just going 50s, but it could be older than that. I'm not entirely sure. This highway has been here for a little while. It didn't start out as a highway. I don't think it was until the 50s or something like that. I could be wrong. Again, take everything I say with a grain of salt. But I do believe this highway wasn't always Route 100. It was just a regular road for a while, then turned into Route 100, I think in the 1950s or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So at that point, it became a somewhat major kind of highway running here through Bechtelsville in Pennsylvania. So I don't know if this was built in the 1950s when this became a highway. This is built for the highway traffic, or if this had been here before that ever happened. I have no idea, but look at this. Every time I drive past this, I always think about pulling over and stopping and taking a look at it. And I figured today was finally the day that I did pull over to take a look at this amazing old structure here. I don't see a cornerstone or anything on this. Look at the brickwork. This is like, these are tile bricks. That is awesome. I really want to go inside here. I would love to go inside there and see what this place looks like inside. I tried to find some information, maybe all these things right here, but there's no information about it. It's I guess I don't know, emergency response plan, and I guess it was looked after. I have no idea what this is for, but doesn't tell you a date. I was hoping maybe it'd say like building from 19 yada yada yada, and I don't know. I was hoping for some information. There is no information on there. Look at I'm assuming the old bathrooms here. Look at that. That's probably the old bathroom, but I don't see any information. Look at the old cinder block work back here, but I don't see a cornerstone or a date or anything. I mean, not that we would be expecting a small little building like this to have a cornerstone on it, but I was still hoping maybe somewhere down there it would say like 1954 or something like that, but it doesn't say anything about that. Looks like probably a men's and women's bathroom here at some point. Look at the old lamps there. Somebody was apparently using the windows as target practice at one point. But this building is so awesome. It is so cool. We're probably being watched right now as well. But this is amazing. I love old school roadside architecture like this. I've always been fascinated with the old gas stations too, from back in the day when you would come to a full service gas station. You pull over, you run over that little hose that dings the bell. They would come out, they would wash your windows, they would maybe give you an oil change or check to see how your oil was doing. They'd fill up your gas for you, and then you'd be on your way onto your road trip. Probably, there's literally a Walmart right there. This was back before you were driving out here just to go to Walmart or just to go to wherever your, a Target or whatever your destination like that was. This is probably back in the day when you were driving down this road, probably to go visit some relatives or go on a daily, a fun day adventure to a park or somewhere with your family. You're going on a little mini, maybe family road trip. You're probably on this highway for an actual legitimate reason other than to just get to, Walmart or a Target or something like that. And I'm always fascinated by the idea of people driving down here back in the 1950s or whatever like that, pulling over and getting their gas at a really awesome, amazing gas station that looks like this. That is so cool. Look at it's got a weather vane. Why does a gas station need a weather vane? That sounds like a weird riddle. Why is there raving like a writing desk? And why does a gas station need a weather vane? I don't know. But that is too cool. Such an awesome little gas station. Like I said, I've been wanting to pull over and document this and take a look at this for a while now. And I want to ask you guys for your help. If you know anything about this gas station here in Bechtelsville, Pennsylvania, right off of Route 100. Again, highway right here, right over there, right next to the Walmart. If any of you guys know any information about this, maybe you're from the area, maybe you lived out here your entire life, maybe you know or have an idea as to when this was built, or maybe you were like, I was born in 1930, yada, yada, and this was always here. So maybe you have some information like that. Any little bit of information would really help, because I cannot find anything on this gas station. As much looking as I'm doing, as much searching as I did on the internet, as much Google searching as I did to hopefully try and find out when this was built, when this was put here, what this was originally. I mean, I'm assuming obviously always a gas station, but what gas company built this and used this, and when was it made? Any information you can help me out with would be fantastic, because I cannot find any information on when this was erected. But it is such an amazing and fantastic looking little building right here. I had to pull over and I had to document the awesomeness of this vintage roadside relic. That is just too cool. I love the architecture of this. I could just imagine back in the day, somebody working in there, like I said, running out to service the cars. God, I wish I could travel back in time. I don't know about you guys. One of the things I love about history is the way I kind of perceive it. I always think about who used to work at these places. When I see an old building or an old house or an old gas station or something like that, my mind immediately goes to somebody back in the day worked here. This was somebody's 9-to-5 job. This is every Monday through Friday, every day, somebody was coming in here doing their job. Somebody ran this place, somebody owned this place, somebody worked at this place. That was somebody's life back in the day. When I see an old house, I think people used to live there. This is where somebody raised a family. Or when I see another old establishment, I always think some people used to work here, because at one point somebody did. This was somebody's life. At one point back in the day, this is what somebody did for a living. This was somebody's property. This is somebody's business. This is probably a person. I would assume back in the day, probably a person who owned this was a person who worked here, or maybe not. Maybe they had employees. Regardless, though, so cool to think that back in the day somebody was indeed working here. This was a full functioning, probably full service gas station. You could go inside, who knows, maybe pick up some snacks or get a can of oil or pick up something you needed for your road. Maybe there's probably maps in there. You can probably get your road atlas inside here from a friendly gas attendant who would come out and who would actually service your car, fill your car up after you ran over that little hose with the ding ding bell. But all right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I have no idea, like I said, when this was built, what the information on this is. My guess is probably maybe 1950s. I'm gonna say 1950s or probably before then, 30s, 40s, 50s. I'm gonna say sometime between the 30s and the 50s, probably my guess. But it's so awesome. Again, I love the tile brick here. The whole thing is like ordained in tile bricks. I mean, this is a beautiful, fantastic structure. I'm loving it. But like I said, I unfortunately do not know any information on this. I tried to find information, spent probably the good part of 2 hours Googling this gas station, all different types of Google searches, and I could not find any information on this gas station other than the only information I could find on this was it's here and it's a Citco. And apparently you have to have like a gas card or something like that. Like this isn't like a normal just pull up and put your credit card in and get gas. I think you have to have some kind of like special gas card. Wait, everything has just turned around. I looked at the gas thing. Since 1944, we have found information has been found. I'm so happy. I looked over here at the gas pump. WMR gift since 1944. 1940, I said 30s, 50s. 1944 gas station. Look at that. I could not find any information. And all of a sudden, bam, right here, on the weirdest place to look, right here on top of the gas pump, was a little bit of information. Quality petroleum products and service. That's awesome. 24-hour self-service gasoline. 1944. Wow, I was just about to leave too. Just about to leave and just bam, the information right there. 1944 gas station. Well, the information's now going to be out there on the internet finally, so people won't have to scour the internet right there. So happy that sign exists. Whoever owns this, if you're watching, WMR, if you're watching this, if you own this gas station, I thank you so much for this one little sign here on top of your gas pump. That made my day right there. All I wanted to know is when this was built, and I now know. That was the one bit of information I wanted to know the most. When was this gas station built? 1944. Amazing, awesome. But all right, now I am gonna let you guys go because now we know when this gas station was built. Look at the old diesel pump there, that's crazy. They look like robots. But anyway, now we know when this gas station was actually built. 1944. Almost walked out of here not knowing that. Thank goodness for signs on gas pumps. All right, guys, but with that, we are gonna go. Still though, if you know any more information, do leave comments down below. I'd love to hear any more information or any stories you have about this place. That would be fantastic. But all right, again, 1944, awesome. So happy I pulled over. With that, we are done. So as always, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month on the road. Also, check down below for a link to Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself retro rest stop t-shirts, and check down below for a link to my other channel, Cinema Sickness, for fun daily thrifting adventures. All right, guys, so I will see you in the next video. Like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you guys are subscribed or you do subscribe, I will see you in the next video. 1944 gas station, Bechtelsville, Route 100. That is amazing. All right, again, I'm so happy I pulled over. I'm so happy I saw that sign. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next video. Have a good one. Bye.